Hi, my name is Joyce Felder, and I am in an OS 110, and this is project number 2, looking at Windows 7 in more depth. I'm going to look at 2 features and a gadget with you. The 2 features that we're going to learn more about are the Windows Search feature and Windows Media Streaming, and the gadget that I chose is called xkcd Viewer. First of all, Windows Search. What is it? Well, it's a better, simpler, more intuitive way to find anything anywhere your PC can see, faster than ever in Windows 7. You just start typing a word that you are looking for, that you need to find a file with. A search for relevant files is automatically started as you type and refined as you go. Relevant means anything whose title, file type, or contents match your typed words, or also whose tags match your typed words. And tags are sort of keywords that you can attach to certain types of files. Let's check it out. First of all, think about Windows Search the old way. You used to have to dig through the folder hierarchy to try and find what you needed by name. Maybe by date, if you knew the date that you had created something, that could help you find it. But if you weren't sure where it was, or if you weren't sure what it was called, it could take a long time. And for example, with an image file, if you hadn't renamed it, you might have a hard time finding it because you wouldn't know what it was called. You might have to use an image viewer to just find the right picture, and that could involve, a long time of looking through images till you find what you're looking for. So, in the new way, we have a much more dynamic setup. First, take a look down here. In your Windows Start box, when you click on it, at the very bottom there is a search box. And if you start typing a word, and here I typed USB, it will dynamically update this menu to being a search results menu. And as you type it, it'll refine those searches. And then you can look at all these entries, and you can click one to either open it or run it, or you can right-click one, as I've done here, to bring up a menu with many other options. For example, run as administrator is in there. Scan it with your virus software. Also, if the thing you want is not in this limited category view, you can click on See More Results right here, just above the search box, and that will bring up a search results window here, that has everything that matches your search phrase. Starting by listing those files that have your search phrase in the title, and then going on to those that may only have it in the text or other places. You actually can reconfigure the way this is organized and searched, so just the way you would any file system window here, by using the buttons up here for organizing and displaying. Now, if you want more detail on any file in the search results box, you click on it, and then down below here, as I've highlighted in blue, you can see the title of the document, the type of document, whether it's shared or not, when you modified it, the author's name, and the size. You can also, there might be tags here. If this is the type of file that has tags, you can either see the tags, or you can add a tag right here in this box. Now, there are some items that don't have tags attached to them, so that wouldn't be listed here under details. Another thing you would do is, if you don't find what you're looking for in the search box, in the search results box, you come down here and you can search in libraries, you can search in your whole home group, you can search on your whole computer, you can do a custom search anywhere you want on your computer, or you can even do an internet search, and it would just click on those and it would search for your phrase elsewhere. And one last thing I want to tell you about the Windows search is when you first type an item, in here we've typed media, it does bring up by category different things that may be the best choices for the search. And if you don't see what you want there, one thing you can do is, if you know that item is a document or another type of thing, you would type on the header for that category. And what that would do is that brings up a search results window that only looks at those files that qualify as documents, PowerPoint documents, Word documents, and that sort of thing. Wouldn't bring up any programs or control panel items or videos, pictures, etc. That makes it really easy to search for whatever you want by whatever information you have about it. And I really find Windows 7 search to be just amazingly easy. I can't tell you how many times I've found things that I didn't know where they were by just typing it into the search box. Now let's move on to talking about media streaming. What is it? Well, we all know what it is. We are comfortable streaming media to our PCs, from places like YouTube, Hulu, Netflix, MSNBC, Pandora, and anything else you might do. This is definitely not new to Windows 7. We're all comfortable with it. However, what is new is that our PC can now be a source for streaming media. Windows 7 allows us to stream music, video, photos all around our home with Windows Media Player. First, you would just set up a home group. That's a Windows 7 networking feature. And then stream 2 different things in your house. For example, you can stream to a digital picture frame. You can stream to your TV if you have an Xbox 360 hooked up to your router. You can stream to other Windows 7 network PCs. You can stream to any network-ready stereo. You can play music on any network-ready stereo, but it's music from your computer. By network-ready, I mean a stereo that has a Ethernet port or a wireless card, so that it can connect up to your router. And then, once you've set up your home group, you can do the next cool media streaming feature, which is called remote media streaming, in which you can watch videos or view pictures or hear music on your home that are on your home system from the road by tapping into your Windows Media Player 12 library over the internet. Now, to do that, you have to first link an online ID, and I use my Windows Live ID for that. And then you have to make sure that your home group's already set up and media streaming is set up. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And then you'd be linking basically your laptop. You would be taking your laptop from your home group, going elsewhere, and then accessing your home group by going through the internet, through the cloud. It's really cool. So even if all your media is on your home PC, if you've got your laptop with it and it's running Windows 7 and hooked up to your home group, you can access it from your laptop. So you don't have to carry disks or thumb drives or anything to access those types of things on your home group. Now, just to show you a little bit about how you set it up, to set up a home group, all you need is this one window. This is the home group window under Control Panel, Network and Internet. You can configure what you're going to share. Okay, you can tell it to share media with devices other than computers, and then you can set up things like password. Also, here's where you would set up your home group if there isn't one already somewhere on your network, or connect to one that is already on your network. It's just this one box, really simple, and it took very little time for me to do this, except on one computer I had an issue because Norton was installed on that computer, and Norton has a tendency to get in the way sometimes. But I figured it out not too long after doing a bunch of searches on the internet. And then you would have to set up your Windows Media Player in order to make sure that Windows Media Player is set up to stream. And that's very simple also. On the library section of Windows Media Player, you come up to these menus here and you choose the stream menu, and what drops down is a few choices. What you need to stream to devices in your home is to click checkbox on this automatically allow devices to play my media, and then you'll be able to, those things that you allowed to be shared will be shareable. And then if you want to do it over the internet with taking your laptop somewhere else, you click the first item, allow internet access to home media. Once you've done that, this goes away, and as you can see, in order to, this is my computer that I'm looking at here, and as you can see over here in Windows Media Player, when you've got a home group set up, it comes down here and there's something called Other Libraries. And I can click on, this is my husband's, we only have 2 Windows 7 PCs in our home, and it's my laptop and my husband's. If I click on his, then it brings up this set of music in his music folder, and I can play any of it right from my computer, no matter what room my computer's in. And we both have laptops, so we could communicate from both ends of our house or from the same room. Streaming media is a pretty cool function. It's first of all low effort file sharing over the new Windows 7 home group. It's file sharing through the cloud. Basically access to your home network from anywhere. You can bring up a browser on your laptop, and you can send pictures, video, and music to many other home devices, even besides computers. This is a really great step forward for home networking and very easy to implement. Now let's talk about the gadget that I chose, xkcd Viewer. First, what is xkcd? Some of you may be familiar with it. It's a popular geek webcomic by Randall Munroe. Many of the comics are math or computer jokes. And I like checking it out, but I'm never very good at going to websites on a regular basis and checking them. So that's why xkcd Viewer comes in. It allows you to have the latest xkcd comic on your desktop without having to find it through your browser. It just links straight to the website. There are a couple of variations of this gadget out there. First, let's show you the website. As you can see, this is the home page. The comic of the moment is always up on the home page, and you can view it in your browser, and you can do this extra feature, which is mouse over text. If you have read the comic itself, then you mouse over it, you get sort of an extra punchline that pops up in this text box. It might be commentary or another joke. Sometimes it's the funniest part of the comic, but not always. Now, the viewers there are several versions out there. I downloaded 2 to show you. I use one of them, but the top one is created by Ben, and the second one is created by Brian. And we can look here and see. Ben's viewer in blue is sort of a copy of the website itself. It's scrollable, and when you mouse over the actual comic itself, it actually pops up the window just like the website would with the mouse over text. Brian's viewer is sort of simpler. It just grabs only the comic, and instead of having mouse over capability, it prints the text of the mouse over below or next to the comic that's being printed that particular moment. I like Brian's viewer because it's simpler and more straightforward, and but it's really a matter of taste. And here's a couple of examples: a Windows comic and a Linux comment that I think you might find funny. And if I click here, then the mouse overs come up so you can read those. And I'd like to thank you for listening to my presentation. Here's my bibliography. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. joycefe@gmail.com or our class email address. Thanks a lot. Talk to you guys later or in another class.